When you get registered into Pearson, my lab, you should see something like this. You might only have one course or maybe just a couple. I have many here. We're going to go into Math 1215 online because that's the course you're in. And when you go in, you should then see a screen like this. Now some of these things along the left-hand side you're not going to see yet. I see extras because I'm the teacher right now, but that's okay. But when you get in, the first thing you're going to want to do is run a browser check. This will give you a list of all the software that you need to make this course run properly. Now, in theory, I should have 3 green checks here. As you can see, some of my stuff is a little outdated. I need to update it. If you need to update something, you just click on Install Now, and it'll take you right to the website where you need to go and install it. Once you're done that, you might want to go into how to enter answers. And this will give you some basics. You probably want to do this one first, of what questions are going to look like in this course and what you're going to need to do to type answers in. How are you going to get a fraction? How are you going to get a square root symbol? Things like that. So that would be worth a few minutes. All right, the next thing to do probably is to look at the syllabus and outline. The syllabus and outline will give you all the rules and regulations for this course, all sorts of information you can read through. Dates for the exams are here. My schedule, if you're trying to get a hold of me, office hours are a good time. Send me an email otherwise. These last 2 pages you might want to go ahead and print off, because these last 2 pages give you a list of everything we're going to cover and the due dates for everything. So this would be useful to have. Alright, so now you've done all of the preliminary poking around, maybe you've clicked on a few other things to find out what is here, and you're ready to start working. For the most part, what you're going to do, you're going to go to video lectures. For every section we cover, there's a video. So you probably want to go ahead, the very first assignment is Graphing and Calculator Basics. You probably want to go ahead and click on that. Pops up YouTube, pops up a video, so on and so forth. For this one's kind of special, Graphing Calculator Basics. You're going to watch that video, then you're going to go into here, Files for Material, and you'll take a look at this, and you'll print this, and you'll do the work, and then you'll post it into Google Classroom. And I'll have another video about that, showing you how to get into Google Classroom. Now, for most of the assignments, you're going to come in here, you're going to watch the video lecture for section 5.5, and then you'll go into the homework. And again, you'll find homework for every single section. You would go ahead and do the homework for section 5.5. Once you've completed the homework with at least a score of 80%, you're ready to go and do the quiz. So then you would go into the quiz, and you would do the quiz for section 5.5. Notice the quizzes you can do twice. And the quizzes, I only keep the higher of the 2 scores. So what I really recommend students do is take the quiz the first time, not using any notes or any help or anything at all. Take it and see how you do completely on your own. And that'll give you a really good feel of how much you really learned about that section. Then you can review it, you can see what problems you missed, and you can go back and you can do it a second time. The second time, if there are things you miss, then I would recommend you use notes, get some help. Make sure you know what you're doing so that you get a good score the second time you take it. I think if you do it that way, it'll really, really help. Really help you to be successful. Once you complete a quiz, the grade is automatically sent to me. You don't need to do anything with it. It's all set. Well, there's one more thing I did want to show you back in homework. When you're doing homework, there are lots of help that you can get through the system. If you click up here on Question Help, you can do Help Me Solve This. This Help Me Solve This will solve this exact problem, and then it'll give you a similar one that you have to do. you can view an example. This will give you an example of this problem completely worked out with instructions, and then you can come back and do this problem. Textbook would take you to the spot in the textbook where you might find information about this. Ask My Instructor is a good one. When you click on Ask My Instructor, it's going to send me an email. It's going to embed the question in the email, so you don't have to try to type up all the information that's up here or tell me what's going on. What you need to do down in this box is tell me what you tried. What are you not understanding about the question? Give me some idea of what's going on. Like I say, this will send me an email. I will get back to you quickly, as quickly as I can. Hopefully we can work through it. And the final option up here was print. And you might wonder, why would I want to print? Well, you might want to print if you plan on going to, say, the Math Learning Center to get help, or if you plan on coming to my office to get help. It would be easier if you had the problems printed off and we could jump right to them, rather than you having to log into the system and try to figure out which problems it was you were having difficulties with. All right, so please use these. Ask this instructor in particular, use this one often. Like I say, I promise I will get back to you quickly. And then one other thing down here, we have the multimedia library. The multimedia library has your entire textbook online, and it has video lectures that were created by the publisher. So I'll just do a quick, we don't cover that section in this course, but that's okay. So you can see this one has a video lecture that you can watch. So if you don't like my lectures that I created, maybe these would be more useful. And if you didn't buy a book, all you bought was the online code and you want to refer to the book, the entire book is there. All right, well, I think that's long enough for an introductory video. The most important thing I can say to you is when you have questions, get help and get it immediately. That Ask My Instructor button should be a big one. You should be using that a lot. If that's not working for you, then I highly recommend you contact me, try to set up a schedule where we can meet one-on-one and give you some help. And beyond that, I would highly recommend our Math Learning Center, either the one on campus or the one in Elmira. Those are wonderful places to get help. All right, so email me when you have questions, and good luck with this semester.